Hey, it's Dr. Ernst, host of the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. And this past Thursday, I launched the Weight Loss Masterclass, 30 pounds in 30 days. We did it in December because why wait till January for your New Year's? We discussed how your nervous system is connected to your weight loss and how there's a magic pill for weight loss found inside your neck. We talked about how detoxification is essential for weight loss because if you're holding on to fat, it means you're holding on to fat-soluble toxins. We also talked about how your hormones, if they are out of balance, will prevent you from losing weight. So if you're dieting and exercising, doing everything right, and you're not losing weight, that's your hormones. Leptin, ghrelin, insulin, cortisol, cortisone, they're all involved. And if you don't balance your hormones, you can't lose weight. And we also talked about how leaky gut is the reason that most people have so much abdominal weight. You can't get your six-pack abs, etc., etc., etc. So if you want access to the replay, text your first name, last name, email, and the word replay to 704-906-2094, and we'll send it to you now. Welcome to the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. My name is Dr. Aaron Ernst. Hey, we're here today with a very special broadcast. Unfortunately, the Tar Heels are doing amazing, which is actually a good thing for them, but it's a bad thing for us because it means I'm off the airways. But we're coming at you live every single week like we always do with our streaming channels. We have Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, I believe even Twitter, etc. But if you are watching us, then it means you're already online. Today's show is a natural guide towards expanding the conversation about weight loss during the winter season. As you can see, we're going to be discussing how your nervous system has so much more to do with your ability to lose weight than what you have given it credit for. I know you might be thinking, oh, Dr. Ernst, you've got to be kidding me. Like, my nervous system controls my weight. Isn't it the amount of food I eat? Isn't it the amount of exercise I do? Isn't it everything you said last week, the amount of fasting I'm doing, the amount of supplements I'm taking? True, all involved, but remember, weight loss is not just about diet and exercise. It's about optimizing your master system, which is your nervous system. I mean, think about it. What gives you the power to move your muscles to work out? Your brain sending signals down your spinal cord over the nerve roots to your muscles themselves. What helps you to absorb the nutrients when you eat those better foods and you're following your intermittent guides? What tells your stomach how to regulate the hormones and how to digest your foods? What is it that's orchestrating all of the hormones? We discussed how leptin, ghrelin, reverse T3, thyroid hormones, insulin, cortisol, they're all vitally important. And this, guys, is now week 3 of December to remember. So weight loss is not just about diet and exercise. We're going to talk today about how we can unpack your nervous system's raw power for weight loss. It's a hidden magic pill. In my ebook that we've been giving away called The Functional Approach to Weight Loss, Chapter 2, I believe, says the magic pill for weight loss is your nervous system. And I know it's weird to say it's a magic pill. I did it because I thought you were going to be saying like, oh, there's something I could swallow that makes me lose weight. What is the magic pill for weight loss? No, you can't swallow it. It is taking care of your nervous system, specifically your vagus nerve. So all during this special broadcast, which is going to be a short and sweet, direct 30 minutes, no commercial breaks, just you and me and the internet and the power that you have inside of your body. And we're going to unpack how the nervous system, specifically your vagus nerve, is intimately controlled for your hunger, your metabolism, your digestion, and even your stress response. Your nervous system is responsible for your weight loss. So if you're not losing weight, it means your nervous system isn't working. So if we can help you to unlock your body's natural systems, you can start shedding weight fast. So listen, I'm going to be honest. Buckle up. This is going to go fast, but it's going to be an eye-opening journey. And yes, I have research and I have things that can help to support it. I even have some cliff notes so that I can give you exactly what I found. It's great stuff. So I'll call this portion number 1. Ready? How your nervous system controls your weight. Because unfortunately, too many people don't understand the big picture. Your nervous system is like the CEO of your company. It's what makes decisions. It gives the orders. It manages the operations. It ensures everything's running smoothly. So when it comes to weight management, your nervous system is involved in 5 areas. And yes, we're going to list those 5 for you. If you're a note taker, now's the time to take out a pen and paper. If you're someone who's like, I'll just download it and watch it again, I challenge you on that. You know how many things I've downloaded that I said I was going to watch again and I never rewatched them? So take some notes, guys. Note takers are history makers. So number 1, your nervous system is intimately controlled in your appetite regulation. Listen to this. I'm going to read this specifically to you because it comes from the frontiers of neuroscience. Quote, the brain processes hunger and fullness signals through your nervous system. If that system is out of sync, perhaps because of chronic stress or inflammation, it can cause overeating and a lack of appetite control. Studies published in the frontiers of neuroscience show that the vagus nerve is responsible for appetite control and caloric intake. Now, let me translate this for you. Basically, your brain and the vagus nerve determine how much food you should eat and how hungry you are. This is profound, guys, because so many people are like, well, I switched to become a ketogenic, voric, Paleolithic dieter, and I'm still hungry all the time. That's a signal that your vagus nerve is not fully working. Your vagus nerve regulates your appetite. Number 2, here we go. Your vagus nerve regulates your metabolic rate. Your metabolism, i.e. the efficiency at how well you burn fats and proteins and carbs for energy, is controlled by your vagus nerve. So if you want to maintain a good metabolic rate, your autonomic nervous system determines, are you in fight or flight stress response? And when you're running from a feral cat, Bengal tiger, cheater, cougar, whatever, when you're in a state of stress, the last thing your body's thinking about is, you know what, maybe I should burn some fat right now. No, the last thing it wants to do is lose weight. The number one thing it wants to do is flood all the muscles with blood, push the energy towards your response systems, and it shuts down digestion. Why is this so important to know? Unfortunately, today, so many of us are stressed out. So to your nervous system, it's like, you're being chased by a polar bear 24/7, and that's why you can't lose weight. When you stimulate your vagus nerve, your metabolism speeds up and your weight starts to drop. Number 3, this is a big one. The very stress I just talked to you about, like how you respond to stress, is regulated by your vagus nerve. Like, think about how cool this is. Okay, so first of all, we said your vagus nerve regulates your appetite, how much food you want to eat and how much you need to eat to feel full. That's a vagal nerve response. Your metabolic rate, how fast you burn fats and proteins and carbs into energy, is a vagus nerve. And that has a lot to do with stress. When you're stressed out, your digestive system slows down. Now watch this. Your vagus nerve is responsible for how well you manage your stress. Chronic stress can trigger a sympathetic response, and it increases cortisol. Cortisol increases insulin. Insulin promotes fat storage. This is this struggle that so many people get stuck in. Weight loss is neurological and neurohormonal. And everybody's like, all right, I need to lose 15 pounds, so I guess I'll go to the gym. I guess I'll join a gym, and I'll go try to burn it off, and I'll just, eat sticks and dirt and mud. And it does not work. Going to the gym does not change your vagal nerve stress response. Going to the gym does not change how your hormones work. Going to the gym does not make you lose weight. I know it's going to sound strange, guys, because everybody's going to start signing up in January for their gym memberships. You're going to be pounced by all the fitness centers saying, come. We're going to help you lose weight. We're going to help you lose weight. And it doesn't do it. You should go to the gym to gain weight, put on muscle, gain weight. Number 4, your digestive system outright. The vagus nerve is intimately controlled. It moves all throughout your digestive tract. The nerve exits out of a small hole between your skull and the first bone of your neck called the atlas, and then it goes immediately and wraps itself around your esophagus, part of your throat, so where you swallow food. Then it goes down and it layers itself all over your stomach, and then it flips into the liver, the gallbladder, the spleen, the pancreas. It goes even all the way down into the colon and the rectum. Like the vagus nerve is the neurological extension of your brain into your digestive system. What's crazy is bloating and gas and digestion and nauseousness and constipation and diarrhea. There is an over-the-counter prescriptive and or non-prescriptive drug for every one of those symptoms. Yet they're caused often by vagal nerve interference. So if you're sluggish, if you're bloated, if you're refluxing, you have a vagal nerve issue. And number 5, this is the 5th thing the vagus nerve does in your body to help you not lose weight or lose weight if it's stimulated, is it regulates inflammation. Now, this is huge. Very, very few people talk about it. Everybody today is all looking for the greatest way to become less inflamed. I do the anti-inflammatory diet. I take anti-inflammatories. I eat these foods that are super high in antioxidants, Dr. Ernst, like I'm an anti-inflammatory king. Really? What are you doing for your vagus nerve? My what nerve? Yeah, your vagus nerve regulates the amount of inflammation in your body. If your vagus nerve is irritated, it is inflamed. Therefore, you are inflamed, and you could be an anti-inflammatory junkie. I only eat anti-inflammatory foods. I take anti-inflammatory supplements. In fact, I even take anti-inflammatories. Prescriptive. Doesn't matter. You can't get rid of inflammation truly in your body unless you fix your vagus nerve. So now that we've said the 5 things your vagus nerve does for you, let's talk more about this nerve itself. And look, it's a special broadcast today, right? So above and below, I have some links for you guys because here's the thing. The weight loss masterclass on Thursday was epic, like epic. I think we had like 400 plus people online. Everybody got tips and tools for their New Year's resolutions. Everybody's already on a journey towards losing weight for the next 2.5 weeks. And here's the thing, you missed it. It's Saturday, the event was on Thursday, but guess what? I recorded a special broadcast that I'm holding custom for the next 72 hours. Click the link above or below and you can watch it now. You can hop on the bandwagon now. Okay, the vagus nerve. This is your magic pill for weight loss. Ready? It is one of the most incredible parts of your nervous system because the nerve goes everywhere. It starts at the base of the brain. It travels down your neck. We mentioned it goes through the esophagus. It connects to every single organ in your body. Eyes, ears, nose, throat, heart, lungs, liver, spleen, gallbladder, pancreas, you name it, digestive system, reproductive system, even your bladder is connected to your vagus nerve. So it's kind of important, right? If the nerve goes to every organ in your body, I think it's important. So let's break down sort of each of those things I talked about, the 5 impacts of how it affects your weight loss. Number 1, the research published in the journal Gastroenterology, and I'll put some links for you guys because I know there's always going to be somebody online like, prove it to me. I had someone earlier this week, I had put up a comment about how Dr. Josh Axe and a lot of other people said if you take a birth control pill, you have a 200+% likelihood of having hypothyroidism. And it's not that this is wrong, but some lady cops on. She's like, prove it to me. Like, where's the research that backs up that claim? I mean, that's cool. And I gave it to her because it exists. We don't make stuff up. We're not fake. We're real. We only tell you what's real. So listen to this. Ready? Research published in the journal Gastroenterology shows that if you stimulate the vagus nerve, you lose weight and you have less constipation. You have overall gut motility improvements, meaning you poop more. And get this, you lose weight. You stimulate the vagus nerve, you lose weight. Why? When you stimulate the vagus nerve, it immediately sends a signal to the stomach to say, you're full. It sends a signal to the brain to say, burn fat, and it sends a signal to you to say, stop eating because you are satisfied. So the stomach being full doesn't always send the satisfaction signal to the brain. There's a hormone that tells you your stomach is full. For a lot of you, that hormone doesn't work, so your stomach is literally full, but your brain's like, God, it's empty. I'm starving. So you constantly keep eating. It's an appetite regulation that happens because of the vagus nerve. So number 2, The vagus nerve sends that fullness signal to your stomach and your brain, and if that communication is disrupted, people tend to overeat. Has this ever happened to you? You eat a meal of a good portion, and then like 30 minutes later, you're like, God, I'm hungry again. That's because your vagus nerve isn't working. Number 3, it regulates your stress. A study done in the Journal of Nature Reviews in Endocrinology, highlighted how the vagus nerve actually regulates cortisone in your stress response. Remember, cortisol and cortisone stimulate insulin, which stimulates fat storage. So if you bring your cortisol levels down, your fat storage goes down, and that's vagal nerve connected. So here's the thing. Everybody's going to start asking, we're 14 minutes into a 30-minute show today. Well, Dr. Ernst, this is great. Thanks for telling me all the bad stuff about my vagus nerve. How do I stimulate my vagus nerve? How do I fix this issue? I know I have the problem. I'm always hungry all the time. I can't lose weight. I'm cranky. I'm moody. I'm not pooping. I feel like I'm just falling apart. That's the average person, So how do we fix this? Step number 1, chiropractic care. Dr. Ernst, are you serious? I have to go to a chiropractor? They're kooky, cracky, cranky. They're weirdos, right? They hang crystals with dream catchers over you and sing Kumbaya. No, not that kind of chiropractor. They're out there. They exist. I'm talking about structurally specific chiropractors who focus on the upper cervical vertebra, your skull, your atlas, and your axis. In the world of chiropractic, it's either termed upper cervical specific. These are people who are highly trained in just adjusting the top 3 vertebrae of your neck, or it's sometimes called structural specific in that they do measurement assessments of alignment. They use thermography. They use x-rays. On the Ask Dr. Ernst show, you know that we work with Cornerstone Health Centers. It's also the group that I own primarily. So, of course, we work with them. But we are expanding in the up-and-coming new year to have clinics across the U.S. How exciting is that? We have 2 here in Charlotte. Pretty soon we're going to have probably 50 here in the Charlotte area. Then we're going to have North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Virginia, it's happening, guys. We've been working on this for years. Chiropractic care is a game changer when it comes to weight loss. What? Seriously, going to a chiropractor is going to help me to lose weight? Well, if you understand that a chiropractic adjustment, excuse me for that, a chiropractic adjustment releases the stress on your nervous system. That release stimulates the vagus nerve. So when a chiropractor adjusts your spine, they are removing interference, allowing for the expression of life through the nerve roots. And if they adjust C0, your skull, C1, your atlas, to create a more open space, the vagus goes oh, thank you, boom, and it does those top 5 things for you. This is not just something theoretical. It's not just a good idea. A study done in the Journal of Manipulative and Physiological Therapeutics. That's a mouthful, isn't it? The Journal of Manipulative and Physiological Therapeutics found that people who go to a chiropractor have a more enhanced vagal nerve tone. Ready for this? Tone, meaning signal. And the chiropractic research has shown restoration of thyroid function, restoration of cortisol, restoration of cholesterol, restoration of liver functions, restoration of digestive issues. The Journal of Manipulative Therapies has countless peer-reviewed published studies showing chiropractic care stimulates the vagal and the central nervous system, and that gives an effect into the organ systems of your body. Check this out. Chiropractic care for thyroid, for example. It is well known that the mid-level lower cervical vertebrae, C5, 6, and 7, are the neurological wire to the thyroid. If your neck is out of alignment and the 5, 6, 7 nerve roots are subluxated or interfered with, the signal across the nerve goes down, just like, ready for this, the signal on my microphone is slowly going down despite the fact that I am talking at the same volume the whole time, and eventually it is going to go off. And what you're going to hear is a very, very light, and it's not your speakers, guys. It's the fact that I am changing the gain on my microphone. So I'm over here actually changing the gain. And so what you just experienced was a subtle decrease as I turned down the signal in this wire back to the normal, which is where I am. Watch, if I cut it off completely, you won't be able to hear a single word I'm saying. If I turn it back on, you can hear the words I'm saying. I have a regulating control box that is determining how loud this microphone is. If I do it too loud, it's going to blow your speakers. If I do it too soft, you won't be able to hear me. That's your spine. The position of your spine determines the amount of pressure on the nerve. If the nerve is interfered with, you don't get the full signal. And when your thyroid doesn't get the signal from your brain to make TSH at 100%, it doesn't. When your pancreas doesn't get the signal from your brain to make insulin at the same rate, it doesn't. Do you guys see where I'm going with this? When your digestive system doesn't get the signal from your brain, it doesn't. And when your digestive system doesn't work, you don't poop, you fill up with stool, you get sick, you get toxic, your stress goes through the roof, your cortisol goes up, your insulin goes up, and you gain weight. And then you go to the gym and change your diet and think you're going to fix it. Like, nah, it's not going to work. So chiropractic care is one of the most profound ways to stimulate your nervous system, because when you remove pressure via the correct chiropractic adjustment, it opens up a life force. You activate the parasympathetic system, which is the vagal system, which reduces stress-related cortisol production, calms your body, supports natural healing, stimulates the vagus nerve, and it is the greatest holistic approach. I'm not going to lie to you. If you're not getting the right kind of chiropractic care, you should know it. If you constantly have to keep going back week after week and your issue resolves but gets better, resolves but gets better, resolves but comes back, and resolves and comes back, the waxing, waning, I feel really good as long as I go to my chiropractor every week. That's a problem. You should have lasting effects. If you release the vagus nerve and you sustain and maintain its position, it should be a lifetime of vibrance, vitality. You should not be in pain. It should not be coming back. Your body is designed to take care of itself. Unfortunately, today, a lot of chiropractors, they do adjustments that are more like manipulations, not specific to the segment themselves. It's the difference between Cornerstone Health Centers and the structural upper cervical groups than just going to a chiropractor. One way to know if you're at a good chiropractic office: when was your last x-ray? If it is greater than 6 months ago or a year, you're in the wrong place. Well, doc, my chiropractor's never taken an x-ray. Run as fast as you can out of that clinic, in my opinion. It'd be like you go to a dentist who filled a tooth and never took an x-ray. Like, that's insane. So don't go to a chiropractor who doesn't take x-rays. Okay, deep breathing. Yes, deep breathing can help to stimulate your vagus nerve. I knew you were going to ask, like, Dr. Ernst, what about if I sit in a lotus pose and I go, like, isn't that going to stimulate my vagus nerve? It can, but if the nerve is already interfered with and you try to stimulate it through breathing, good luck. 40% compression of the vagus nerve. Deep breathing will only get you up to 60% max capacity. Now, that might be better than the 20% that you're at right now because you're not breathing at all, but you've got to get your vagus nerve unlocked. That's why chiropractic care is numero uno. Okay, so does deep breathing and breath work stimulate the vagus nerve? It can, but only to the maximum capacity of the vagus nerve as it exits your skull. Can meditation and mindfulness and gratitude and prayer stimulate your vagus nerve? Yes. The research shows that the more you spend times in peace and calm and reflection and relaxation, your parasympathetic system goes up. But it will only go up to the maximum capacity that your vagus nerve offers you. If you have a 30% compression to your vagus nerve visible by a chiropractic structural exam, that means you have 70% signal flowing through it. You can only pray and meditate your way to 70%. You can only deep breathe yourself away to 70%. If you want 100%, you have to confirm via a structural exam that your skull and your atlas are wide open and the vagus nerve is not interfered with. There's a thermography and an x-ray exam that can be done by structural specific chiropractors that can do this and show it to you. What about cold exposure, Dr. Ernst? It's all over the internet. Man, Sam's Club is selling cold plunges. Costco has a at-home cold plunge. There's even a company I saw that sells a like an air conditioning unit that you plug in and you put these tubes into your bathtub and it sucks the water out of your bathtub, cools it down and puts it back in your bathtub so it gets down to like 40 or 50 degrees. Cold exposure is also shown to stimulate the vagus nerve, but it can only go to the maximum capacity of your vagus nerve. Do you guys see? This is why chiropractic is not just a luxury item that you get to choose if your insurance accepts it. No, it is a life force vitality that you must do. Just like you must shower, you must brush your teeth, you must pray every day, you must tithe, you must get your spine worked on because it is your life. Your lifeline flows from your brain into your body. And the reason so many people are not losing weight naturally is they don't ever do anything to stimulate their vagus nerve. Oh, but Dr. Ernst, I do yoga, Pilates, massage. I get cold plunges. I do the deep breath work. My vagus nerve must be fully stimulated. Can't say that. It's fully stimulated to the maximum capacity that your nervous system offers it. Again, remember, 25% vagal nerve compression, you're only getting... what is that, 85%? No, 15%. You're only getting 15% of your maximum power. 40% compression, you're only getting 60%. 80% compression, oh my God, you're only getting 20%. So yes, you're doing all these amazing things to stimulate your vagus nerve, but it doesn't sound like you're removing the pressure on the first place. It'd be like a garden hose. The faucet is wide open. Does that mean you're fully flushing whatever, washing, watering whatever? No. If you are standing on that hose, blocking it by 50%, only half the water comes out, even though the faucet is 100%. You could do all the prayer and meditation and yoga and Pilates and massage and even all the working out and dieting and supplementation. It isn't going to get any better than 50%. But Dr. Ernst, you don't understand. As soon as I started cold plunging, as soon as I started meditating, as soon as I started deep breathing, I lost 5 or 10 pounds. So my vagus nerve must be getting better. Well, sure. But it's only getting better to the maximum capacity that your nervous system allots based upon your structural assessment. If I had to say anything today to you on how to lose weight effortlessly, it is visit your local chiropractor and get a structural, spinal, neurological exam. They should be doing thermography. They should be doing posture evaluations, and they better be taking a structural specific x-ray to measure the spacing and the angles of your neck bones to confirm they're in perfect alignment from the front and the side, and that the atlas, the axis, and your occiput are in perfect alignment. Then get this, all the research I found is true. The frontiers of neuroscience say vagus nerve stimulation will help to improve appetite control and make you intake less food. Journal of Manipulative and Physiological Therapy says if you let a chiropractor stimulate your vagus nerve, you not only heal, but you balance your parasympathetic and autonomic nervous systems, and you get less stressed. Watch this. The Journal of Gastroenterology says if you stimulate your vagus nerve, you go to the bathroom more frequently, you empty your colon more regularly, and you physically, by mood, feel better. Look at this. Nature Reviews in Endocrinology. The vagus nerve helps to activate cortisol and prevent stress-induced weight gain. That's cool, isn't it? How about the American Journal of Physiology? Proper vagal nerve stimulation supports liver, thyroid, and splenic metabolism for immune system function and for hormone control. The studies confirm what chiropractic has been saying since 1898. If your vagus nerve is working, you will lose weight, feel great, be energized, and have control of your health, which is what everybody wants this year. So look, as I wrap up today's special broadcast, I want you to remember this. Weight loss is not about calories. It's not about restricting calories. It's not about working out harder. It is about ensuring that your nervous system is working, that your digestive system is moving, that your hormones are balanced, and you are not toxic. It's time to visit your local chiropractor and get your spine adjusted. Get your nervous system turned on so you unlock the weight loss magic found within it. For more tips and resources, visit AskDrErnst.com. Click the link above or below, and you can rewatch the masterclass I did on Thursday. It gives you all the answers of how to make December a month to remember. And next week, we're going to go over how your gut is intimately connected to your weight. And we're going to talk to you about cleaning up your gut so you can clean up your weight. Just like today, we talked about clean up your spine so you can lose weight. It's all possible. You just have to become your own doctor. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next Saturday. Hey, it's Dr. Ernst, host of the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. And this past Thursday, I launched the Weight Loss Masterclass, 30 pounds in 30 days. We did it in December because why wait till January for your New Year's? We discussed how your nervous system is connected to your weight loss and how there's a magic pill for weight loss found inside your neck. We talked about how detoxification is essential for weight loss because if you're holding on to fat, it means you're holding on to fat-soluble toxins. We also talked about how your hormones, if they are out of balance, will prevent you from losing weight. So if you're dieting and exercising, doing everything right, and you're not losing weight, that's your hormones. Leptin, ghrelin, insulin, cortisol, cortisone, they're all involved. And if you don't balance your hormones, you can't lose weight. And we also talked about how leaky gut is the reason that most people have so much abdominal weight. You can't get your six-pack abs, etc., etc., etc. So if you want access to the replay, text your first name, last name, email, and the word replay to 704-906-2094, and we'll send it to you now.
Would you like to experience a better night's sleep? Want to feel well rested and ready for your day? Discover an amazing solution with Celliant Sleep Recovery. Our Celliant Sleep Recovery products are made from a patented yarn embedded with a blend of 13 infrared active minerals. Celliant technology never washes out. The benefits will last for their entire lifespan. Minerals reflect the body's own energy by using Celliant infrared active technology, boosting your oxygen levels and improving circulation to reach REM sleep gracefully. Our customers love to comfortably sleep throughout the night because of Celliant. We've conducted 9 independent clinical studies by well-respected scientific institutions and universities that prove the many positive effects Celliant has on the body. Our technology is designed to help you achieve a refreshing sleep recovery. Experience the foundation your body deserves. Start waking up refreshed and always ready for the day ahead. It's time to achieve the best sleep of your life to unlock your hidden potential. Start experiencing a better night's sleep with our Celliant Sleep Recovery products today. Celliant. Recycle your body's energy.
How many calories are in our wines? Generally, calories in wine can vary, from around 95 to over 200, depending on the alcohol and sugar content of the wine. Now, unfortunately, since there are no nutritional labels required on wine bottles, it can actually be very hard to tell the true calorie content of your glass. Since our wines have less than 12.5% alcohol by volume, each glass of our pure natural wine has roughly 95 to 135 calories.
What if we told you that the health benefits of coffee could actually be increased through conscious roasting, sourcing, and processing? Introducing Purity, a health-conscious coffee company. At Purity, we've brought together a world-class team to analyze every step in the production chain from cherry to cup. We make decisions with only one thing in mind: how can we make the healthiest coffee in the world? Here's our 3-step process. Step 1. We search the world for the highest quality organic green beans that meet our exacting standards. Way less than 1% of coffee worldwide fit our sourcing criteria. Step 2. We test, and test again to create a specific roasting protocol for each harvest that maximizes healthy compounds and minimizes toxins. Step 3. We nitrogen pack our coffee within 48 hours of roasting and deliver to your door every 2 weeks to ensure maximum freshness. The result is the ultimate coffee drinking experience. You'll not only taste the difference in our clean, healthy coffee, with Purity, you'll feel the difference.
Our coffee club members report a bright, alert lift with less jitters than regular coffee and much more gentle on the stomach.
Sign up for Purity today, and you'll never have to worry about your source for healthy coffee again.
How come there are people who drink a pint of whiskey a day for 20, 30 years, and at the end of it, only 20 or 30% become cirrhotic? What happened to the others? And we speculated, we hypothesized, oh, it's the enzyme, alcoholic dehydrogenase made by the stomach. Maybe it's different. Maybe it's genes. Maybe it's polymorphism. The answer appears to be coffee. If you drink that much alcohol and drink 1 cup of regular coffee a day, 20% reduction in alcoholic cirrhosis risk. 2 cups, 40%. 4 cups, 80%. It's not a license to drink heavily.
Right.
And drink coffee and protect your liver. You know, you could still get Korsakoff psychosis, cardiomyopathy, pancreatitis, kill people on the road,
Sure.
ruin your marriage, but it does protect the liver. It's pretty amazing.